I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, January 12th, 2011. This is Moving Forward TV, your local Tampa Bay real estate and mortgage show. My name is Ron Morris.
And I'm Delynn Gaston, and welcome to the show. This week we have a great show planned. Fannie and Freddie have started to loosen up their guidelines just a smidgen, coming back with some
Very
new
good sign.
programs, like the 95% program, 5% down, can get you a conventional loan.
But first, our comic of the week.
Okay, that's just like gross.
But yet it is funny.
It is funny, yes, it is funny. Okay, but on to the great news. Great news. Fannie Mae has come out with a 5% down program. That's right, you can get a conventional loan now, Fannie Mae loan, with only putting 5% down. That's great, great news.
PMI's writing insurance again on the
Yay.
conforming loans. So
Yes.
that's a very, very encouraging sign. As good as that news is,
Yes.
FHA is better. Delynn
Yes,
and I
it
did some
is.
homework. We did a side-by-side comparison, which will flash up on the screen in a few minutes here, comparing a Fannie Mae 95% loan and an FHA 3.5% loan, and it just screamed at us.
The results are very
FHA
surprising.
is the way to go.
Absolutely.
And something that you and I do when we're first talking to a client, trying to determine which path to put them down, FHA or Fannie,
Right.
there are really two things that we look at strongly. Number one is credit score, and number two is money, or basically how much money do they have
In the
to
bank.
get into the property.
Right. Let's take a look at that side-by-side comparison right now. Okay, for Fannie Mae loans, the down payment is 5%.
FHA, 3.5%.
The PMI factor used on a Fannie Mae loan is 0.94% for the monthly PMI.
FHA, 0.90, slightly less.
Fannie Mae's underwriting ratio, maximum debt ratio, is 41%.
FHA can go as high as 55.
Minimum credit score on a Fannie Mae product is 720.
FHA, 620, that's a 100-point swing.
Bankruptcies have to be 4 years discharged under this program.
FHA is only 2 years.
Seller contributions cannot exceed 3% on a Fannie Mae 95% loan.
Can go as high as 6% on FHA.
And the buyer has to put a minimum of at least 3% of his own funds into the transaction under the Fannie Mae program.
On an FHA, total down payment can be a gift.
The reserve requirement is at least 2 months PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, at least 2 months PITI on a Fannie Mae loan.
None required for FHA. Clearly, FHA is by far the better product for anyone using a minimum down, really less than 20% down, for a loan amount of $271 or less in our area.
Absolutely. As an example, Fannie Mae, let's take a look at a Fannie Mae loan, $200,000 loan. You have a principal and interest payment of $1,043. Your monthly PMI would be $156 a month for a total payment, excluding escrows, of $1,199. For that, you would need a down payment of $10,500, and you would need reserve requirements of about $3,700 or so. This is a total of $14,000 that you would need at closing, plus your closing costs.
Now compare that side by side with FHA. Same loan, same interest rate. Your P&I, principal and interest payment, is $1,053. Your MI is $151 a month. So your total payment is $1,204 compared to the $1,199. Your down payment requirement is $72.53. Your reserve requirement is 0. So your total out-of-pocket down payment purposes is $72.53 plus your closing cost. Almost half of what Fannie Mae's requirement is.
You can see how that would blow us away. That's an amazing comparison
Great
once we
example.
look at it side by side.
Right.
You know, one of the things that we wanted to say, FHA, people have this stigma in their head that FHA, that they're going to be very hard on the appraisals.
Right.
They are hard on the appraisals, but no harder than Fannie Mae is
No
right
difference.
now. In fact, they've come a long way. They are not nearly as hard as they used to be. Anyone who's been in the business for a while remembers the old-fashioned VC sheets, and yes, they used to tear things apart. Not anymore. They've really come a long way.
I really don't see a difference between a Fannie appraisal and an FHA appraisal
Right.
as far as the condition of the property.
You know, if you've done a Fannie Mae loan recently, I'm sure you've had an appraisal that was, you know, a little
Needed
difficult.
Some, yeah, exactly.
Needed some massaging, as we put it. So they really are a lot better than they used to be. So there's no reason to fear a Fannie Mae. In fact, it really is a better product for your clients right now.
And that's pretty much our show of the week. I think you wanted to kind of get into the movie challenge a little bit.
The movie challenge, you know
what happened last week?
Last week, we did a couple of really easy ones for a while. So last week we did a hard one and no one guessed it. Sorry, nobody guessed it.
What was it?
It was McHale's Navy, picked by our producer. But it was McHale's Navy. But this week we promise it's going to be a little bit easier. Here's the movie challenge. Email us with the answer.
Welcome to Earth.
Another very funny movie.
I love that movie. One of my favorites.
Remember, 2 free movie tickets for anybody that's the
right.
first
Email
one
us.
to guess. Blog us,
us.
email us, let us know first one gets 2 free movie tickets. We also wanted to thank our sponsors. Banners are over here.
Please visit
check them
them.
out.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for being with us. We are
Moving forward. See everybody next week.
Bye-bye.
I now realize television has one major advantage over a live stage show.
Oh? What's that?
A television you can turn off.
Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Is there anyone out